Sorry, it took me a few seconds to click into having you both on YouTube and Facebook, but we're going now. And I am stamping with one of the leaf images from Boughs and Blossoms. This is a stamp set that I really liked a lot from the mini catalog that is retiring in June this month, at the end of this month, and I use it enough. I needed to spend more time with it. So here's another leaf image. It has 3 very different yet complementary leaf patterns, which is a lovely reason to own this stamp set. So I'm just creating a little cluster of leaves here, and then I'm going to stamp the flowers on a separate piece of paper and cut them out and kind of cover up this little mess that I'm making here in the middle. So the colors I've used so far are soft seafoam and old olive, and now I'm coming in with Pear Pizzazz. My Pear Pizzazz pad, I think, is a little dry. And these being rather solid images, you want to give the ink time to soak in. So if you are joining me on the live, I'd love for you to say hello and let me know that you're watching. Hi, Gina. Hey, it's good to see you. Are you doing okay? Are you feeling okay? And let's see if I can make sure that I am able to see comments over here. In case anybody says hello, I think we're all good. So there we go. So it's already pretty, isn't it? Love a little cluster of leaves. So I'm going to use one of our new colors, Sweet Sorbet, in the new annual catalog. And if you are a customer of mine or planning to be a customer of mine, I would love for you to reach out to me and ask for a copy of the new annual catalog. Oh, so I need to do a little cutting around the edge there so I don't get that shadow. But luckily I'm going to be cutting this out. I also had an idea for doing one of those one sheet stamp papers to use for multiple. And these colors that I'm doing on here look like they could be used for Christmas, don't they? That Sweet Sorbet is going to be a fun Christmas color to use. Okay, so because of the paper that I wanted to use, I just kind of grabbed some coordinating supplies so that I would have some things ready to make a card with. And I chose a new piece of DSP. I'll have to get the name of the packet from you. And of course I will have, isn't that pretty? So this is Calypso Coral and Sweet Sorbet on there. And anyway, I will have a list of all the supplies probably later tonight, maybe in the morning. I don't know. Kind of depends on what happens when I come out of my cave and see the family. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Gina. I'm so sorry to hear that. I will add you to my prayers. Okay. So that's it for the stamping for the moment. I might add some of the coordinating punch leaves as well. Okay, so I'm ready to cut these out. I did already get one of these cut out, so I'll only cut out one of those, and I need to cut out this one. Actually, no, I have 2 of these. So you don't have to watch me cut those out. Those are the same color, but I am going to have to cut out this Calypso Coral one. So if you watched me the other day, I have using the kerchief kit, and I stamped this flower in petal pink, and then I did a little sponging around the edge with Poppy Parade. They turned out so pretty. You'll have to take a look at that either on my blog or on one of my videos. So I wanted to say thank you to a few people while I was on my live, and I forgot to write the names down. I'm sorry. I know one of them was Marsha. Thank you, Marsha, for leaving a beautiful comment, and JB on YouTube. All right, there. Let's get that put together and then start working on building the card. What do you think? Pretty, huh? It is so fun to create with coordinating products. Kind of just makes it so easy. I'm doing very well. Thank you, Gina. It was kind of a long recovery, but I'm doing well now. Thanks. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down and then pop this one up on dimensionals. So I recently went through all of my kits and paper pumpkins that weren't quite finished and kind of rearranged how I'm storing everything. So I pulled out all of the dimensionals, which is quite a few. So I have a nice pile of dimensionals here to go through. Okay, I think I'm going to call that good and then start working on putting the card together. So I need my paper trimmer. Thanks, Gina. All right. So this was cut to 3 3/4 by 5. So I want to make this one just a little bigger. So I'm going to cut this at 4. And then this one at 5 1/4. And then I thought I would tilt that a little. And I'm going to use a card base of Calypso Coral. So I'm going to score this 8.5 by 11 sheet at 4 1/4. And then cut it at 5 1/2. And I need an insert. I'm going to give that a little crease. This was an easy card to make. Maybe I should leave that straight and then tilt this. Or tilt this and leave this straight. So if I tilt that one, I probably could trim that down a little bit more, or give me a little more tilting room, but I think that looks good right there. All right, so I do want to get a sheet of paper that I can put on the inside. And this is a little piece, but that's okay. I'll just bring this back in and use a little, oh, isn't that pretty? And I think some of that will show if I put that in the inside. So if I use that and then this little piece, ooh, that will be pretty, huh? Let's do that. think we also should do an envelope. I haven't done an envelope with paper in a while, and I'm about to die, so excuse me while I find my plug to plug in my computer. Probably recognize what that sound was, right? Battery too low. Yeah, so this one, let me give you the name of it. It's not something that I actually intended on ordering. I think I intended on ordering the black and white one. It's called Pretty Prints, but it has a lot of our great colors: Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Evening Evergreen, Gorgeous Grape, Petal Pink, Rich Raspberry, Shaded Spruce, Soft Seafoam, Soft Succulent, and Sweet Sorbet. So the prints are all basically the same, and I think they coordinate really nicely with nature's prints. So lots of really great colors in there. Oh, isn't that one pretty? Woo! So yeah, I'm not sorry I have it, but I don't think that I intended on buying it. It'd be a nice collection if you're just getting started. All right, so I need to decide what I want to do for my greeting. So I wanted to stamp a little hello from the stamp set. And I think I'm going to stamp it on, and I also think I'm going to emboss it, because you know me. That's what I do, right? So here's a piece of old olive. Would that look good on the greeting? Yeah, I think that'll look good as the greeting. All right. So let's get out this, do a little rub with the embossing buddy. And I'm going to stamp it in white, or emboss it with white. Getting weird shadows tonight. Sorry, guys. That's pretty straight. Oh, I think that was Pear Pizzazz, not Old Olive. All right, lid on before we heat. There we go. Paper chopper. Let's see if we can't chop this off at a good spot. Good enough. All right, so I'm gonna trim that off. I don't know where all my, oh, they're there. My Stampin' Up scissors have gone to. And I'm gonna trim that off like that. Oh, I just thought of, and I'm gonna make a little flag here at the end by cutting just straight up, like 3/8 of an inch, and then from each corner coming in. There, nice. Okay. So that's gonna go that. And then we'll have to find some bling, get this all glued up, and ta-da, we're done. That didn't take very long. All right, so let's get it together. Here's some glue. So I didn't have anything planned today. I just kind of came in here and grabbed some supplies and came on late because I ended up taking a nap after church this morning. Well, after lunch. Oh, and by the way, I made the most delicious beef that we made tacos and tostadas out of. I just put a chuck roast in the crock pot with an onion, 3 jalapenos, 3 cloves of garlic, and apple cider vinegar. It was something that I looked up. I looked the recipe up because I had some jalapenos in the refrigerator that I wanted to use up before they went bad. And I had the chuck roast already thawed. And oh my goodness, if you eat beef and you like that kind of shredded beef taco meat, it was delicious. The boys all loved it. My mom loved tilting cards or tilting paper on cards. Should I lift that greeting up? I'm kind of undecided about it, but I think I will go ahead and do that. And then before I call it quits, I'm going to punch a few leaves, I think, and see if they would add anything. Oh, before I put the glue away, let's go ahead and get this. So because I'm doing the paper in there, I don't think that I need to do any stamping on that. That'll just leave a nice spot for me to write a note to someone. Thanks, Gina. A bit of an idea when I open, just not completely solid. There we go. I love that phrase, a little hello. Because then, you could stamp anything in it. You could, stamp a get well greeting or a birthday wish or, just say, I'm sorry because I missed your birthday. That's me. That's the kind of card I always have to send. All right. Ooh. So the other day I did some cards with the kerchief kit and I had one of these left over. So let's punch that and see if these in gold would add something. I think I like it. I think that totally works. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to get that all up. So I'm going to cut that off right there. What do you think? It's cute, isn't it? Okay, then here's this one. I might need another. It's kind of subtle, but interesting. And then I think I need one more. So I'm going to push this all the way in. I'm not going to get another one of those little bud things, but I wanted the full leaf. So you know that if you ever get your paper stuck in there, then it will come out. So again, we're going to lose that little guy. All right. Yay! Oh, I like it. So how about glue dots for those? And then those of you who can hang in there with me or are interested to see how it turns out, I'm going to use these same colors and stamp on one full sheet to make some background paper. There we go. Hey, I might add some bling later, but the leaves, the vellum leaves with the gold just kind of adds a little pop that I think I was looking for. So, and then this is not too chunky, so that should mail. That should mail pretty well, and I don't have to pay extra for it, which is always nice. Yay, I like it. Let's cut out a full sheet of paper. And let's see if we can do something similar. And I might get out that, that's really kind of dark over there, isn't it? Open up the curtain, see if that works. I think my light things I have on this side is for that. So I'm pulling it up from the depths. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so out a little because I might end up getting that out of screen if I'm not careful. So I'm going to start with the flowers in Sweet Sorbet. And I'm going to kind of keep the same, oh shoot, where was that? On this side? Oh good, it covered that up. And let's grab the Calypso Coral. There. Ready? All right, so over here, same thing. Oh, that was the wrong ink, wasn't it? Oh. Did I get, I can't see any Sweet Sorbet on there. So this one was going to be a little bit different. Turn that around. Use the right ink this time. And I might even do a cluster in the middle. The combination of those two looks kind of like Blushing Bride, doesn't it? All right. I think I'll leave the middle out of it for now, and I'm going to come in with this stamp and the soft seafoam. My soft seafoam probably needs to be re-inked, but I'm just going to go with it. It'll create some nice text for the other leaves that are going to be more visible. Yeah, let's do all three. You know, it very well could be my internet connection. I was thinking it was a little weak when I started. And it's probably because I have boys on their phones playing games or something. Even though I ask them to get off the internet, I'm not so sure that always happens. Okay, so we're going to come in now with the Old Olive. Thanks, Gina. And I don't know if I want the whole branch. Maybe I'll do a few whole branches. And then I'll do some more later where it's not whole. I think we should probably do a stamp off too. Oops. Forgot. Let me grab a piece of. We can do that stamp off over here. Okay, we have room for one here. I think we do. And there. All right, now Pear Pizzazz. Well, this is not exactly what I had envisioned when I started, but I like it. And yeah, Facebook is having all kinds. Oh, it's turning out so sweet, isn't it? So if you're looking at this and thinking, oh, I need that stamp set, don't forget that it's going away. Your last chance to get it is this month. Boughs and Blossoms. And I will have a link to my last chance page on my blog that shows all of the products that are retiring. All right, we need to use the other stamp. We haven't used that, and that's this one. I think we could add that in there. In a few places. And we're not sure what color. I feel like maybe we something darker. Let me look at the colors. Maybe rich raspberry. Let me just stamp that on a piece of paper. See what I think. I might even just cut it out real quick. Roughly. Before I make a color decision I'm not happy with. Thank you. I don't know. All right. Maybe something, maybe like crumb cake or something. Gray granite. Or maybe even blue. I think the all right. I can't really decide. See, this is the problem with creating on the fly. With me is these decisions I have difficulty making. Blackberry Bliss. And the other reason why I'm making that choice, although I liked the gray granite and the neutral, this doesn't have a very neutral thing with color. So I'm choosing Blackberry Bliss. And rich raspberries in that paper too. Is just kind of using that paper for that paper pack as kind of a guide. All right, and this blackberry bliss will go. All right. So a few little clusters of these. I think I can go right on top of the green and it'll still show as well. Loving it, but I'm going to keep going. Let's see what happens. And so I'm getting some images that are not stamping all the way, and that's because I just need to press a little bit right on top. Those are sweet little flowers, aren't they? Okay. Okay, I found a spot right here. All right. We probably need some sort of dots. So I'm pulling out Quiet Meadow for these wonderful dots here. And maybe I will use to start with the Old Olive. Oh, dots kind of make everything better, don't they? So if you want to see how I end up using this paper, you'll have to check back on my blog. I will do something with this in the next few days, and then that too. Sorry that I locked the camera. Add photos to my blog. And I think we need maybe some red. So let's do the sweet sorbet dot also. And come right in on top of the flowers. I like it. A little bit more. Oh, it's fun, isn't it? I'm calling it good. I think I might go in with stenciling. I don't know. I think this is the one that's retiring. And maybe, yeah, what do you think is what I'll use for that? Oops. Get a little better hold of that. I hope that you will give one of these techniques a try and share your creations with me on Rosie Scrapper Stampers. I would love to see anything that you create, but especially this week if you that I made. I think that we need some dots around those. Which stamp set has a little tiny dots? Maybe these little guys. Oh, there we go. I'm going to use the one from Artistically Inked. These little dots from Artistically Inked. Yeah, that'll work. Oops. Back to the Blackberry Bliss, I think. Thank you, Gina. Thanks for hanging in there with me. And if you are watching on the replay, please remember, thumbs up, yay. And your comments are greatly appreciated. I do so appreciate when you leave me comments and let me know what you think. You can tell me that you disagree with my color choice of Blackberry Bliss. And you chose a better color. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it. I like those extra dots on the Blackberry Bliss. And here's the card. So same color scheme, same stamp set. Of course, I did pull in a few extra stamp sets for this one. And so, what's your favorite? The paper. or the card. Do you prefer this kind of messy stamping, collage stamping, or something a little more refined? All right, thanks you guys for popping in and for thumbs up and your comments. I really appreciate them so much. Have a lovely evening, and I'm taking my son to a golf tournament tomorrow, next 2 days. So I don't know if I'll be back in the next 2 days, but I will definitely update my blog so you can see how I've used this paper. Until later, happy stamping!